Does the Disney Lucasfilm Star Wars universe have a lot in common with the old DCEU universe in terms of the problems it has with its movies and fans? Perhaps so. A freelance journalist with Geeks Worldwide made some interesting comparisons between the current slate of Star Wars movies and the recent slate of DCEU movies. Before the DCEU started to turn a corner, with their movies being better reviewed and being better thought of by a lot of people, with Aquaman, Shazam, and Joker, the old DCEU with BVS, Justice League, etc., the theatrical Justice League, etc. So here's the comparison. A great start. Man of Steel and The Force Awakens. Now, the Man of Steel wasn't really liked by a lot of people that much, but a lot of people did think that it was maybe the best of the original Zack Snyder era DCEU movies. It certainly got better reviews than movies like BVS and Justice League and Suicide Squad. And so you could say that was generally a good start. The DC hate train wasn't really, going out of the gate too much with a lot of people back when Man of Steel came out. The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens was also, a lot of people in hindsight, or now that they look back, don't like The Force Awakens, but when it came out, a lot of Star Wars fans and people in general were very enthusiastic and happy. The movie made $2 billion. There wasn't like this hatred, this divisive hatred in the fan base, the Star Wars fan base, when The Force Awakens came out. That's here now. So I think that's a fair comparison. The next, a heavily divisive movie, Batman v Superman and The Last Jedi. Very accurate. I don't think I have to make any explanations there. That was kind of the start of it for, the downward slide between both cinematic universes and the fans. And actually, I'm going to jump down to drastically change because of reshoots. Suicide Squad and Solo, a Star Wars story. Yeah, Suicide Squad came out right around the time when BVS started a huge backlash with a lot of fans, and Warner Brothers was being reactionary and, forcing changes in Justice League and in Suicide Squad, David Ayer's Suicide Squad. And Solo was also drastically reshot too. I don't know for the same reasons, but I know Kathleen Kennedy was having problems with the directors, Phil Lord and Chris Miller. She chucked them, got Ron Howard to come in. So, and that went through a lot of reshoots. Solo was being reshot, I think, pretty soon up to when it came out. So yeah, that's a fair comparison. The one everyone likes, Wonder Woman and Rogue One. That's very accurate too. Wonder Woman was the only old school DCEU movie that critics and a lot of people liked and made a lot of money. And Rogue One was, a lot of people today say Rogue One is the only Disney Star Wars movie they actually like. Now, that might not be true in your case. You might have liked some of the others. Like I said, a lot of people like The Force Awakens too. But the Rogue One is thought of by a lot of people as the superior or the best of all of them. Not that some of the others weren't great. You can't like some of the others, but you probably think Rogue One was the best of all the ones you liked. Maybe. And then the studio course corrects. Justice League and Rise of Skywalker. And yeah, Justice League was a forced course correction in the middle. We had the original Zack Snyder version. They forced corrected it to be what Joss Whedon wanted. And the Rise of Skywalker was a forced correction, I think, with Lucasfilm scrambling to try to salvage a coherent narrative after The Last Jedi by Rian Johnson changed a lot of stuff and caused a disturbance in the force of fandom, right? And I think, the Rise of Skywalker is their attempt to try to unite the fan base, but we'll see. It seems right now on the eve of its widespread release that the Rise of Skywalker, the forced course correction will not really achieve its goal of uniting the fan base or pleasing people. We shall see. And we'll also see how the movie performs financially. The Rise of Skywalker could still make $1 billion regardless, whereas Justice League underperformed. I think that movie was expected to make $1 billion, but it didn't get out of the $600 million range. So we'll see. But anyways, I think this is a very insightful and accurate list to compare the problems that both cinematic universes have had. One used to have these problems, the DCEU, but I think has come out of that a little bit. And Star Wars, right? But Star Wars, they're right in the thick of it. So we shall see. Thank you for watching. If you like this video, please like it on YouTube and subscribe to the channel because I appreciate your viewership, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.